guys, Mark Brooks here with the Art of Baseball Swing Analysis series, where you tell me whose swing you'd like to see today, and I'll give you some tips on what you can do today to become a better hitter tomorrow. Now, we have A-Rod here. I'm going to date this video. This is 2015. This is a year after his hiatus or his ban from the game. So there were a lot of skeptics, right? A lot of people skeptical about his ability to bounce back. He was getting old, and he's not in his prime. And so people were, kind of concerned. Especially, I'm sure the organization was concerned in terms of what his year was going to look like. A lot of people asked me what I thought his year was going to be. I was saying, maybe 240, 250, maybe 10 home runs. But no, I think at one point he was leading the team in RBIs, and my mentor, the performance coach for the Toronto Blue Jays, he tells me, he says, Mark, in my opinion, I think the batting average is overrated. I think production comes in the form of, RBIs, driving guys in, runs scored, and putting yourself in scoring position, so extra base hits. So you have your statistics like WHIP, OPS, and obviously your on-base percentage. But what I want to talk to you today about, guys, is the mentality that I really think A-Rod had coming into the season. I think it was pretty obvious that he wasn't he didn't put too much pressure on himself to perform, to put up the numbers. I feel like he was probably thinking that the worst case scenario happened, and he essentially has nothing to lose. So what you're seeing here is a guy who's able to play this game with a certain level of reckless abandon, something that you didn't really see him do back in 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, because he was pressing. He was known for not being able to produce at the right times in clutch situations, playoff situations. But what you're seeing here, guys, is a guy who's able to do that now. And let's break down his swing a little bit. So this is a tie ball game. It's late in the game. It's 3-0 count. Why is he swinging at a fastball 3-0? Right? He has the green light. I think one of the reasons is because, he's a veteran. He's played this game for almost 20 years. He knows the situation, and he has trust in his ability. I want you to ask yourself this question. How confident are you in your ability to drive the ball consistently with authority and conviction on a 3-0 count when you have a good idea of what's coming? Can you take a 4 mile an hour fastball right on the plate and know for a fact that you're probably going to drive this pitch? How confident are you? The second question is, what are the things that you have to do? How good do you really have to be in order to get to that level? A-Rod's a great player, with or without steroids. And this is a really good example of a guy who's not trying to do too much. He knows the situation. He's letting the game dictate the situation. Harold Reynolds once told me, he said, Mark, let the game dictate the situation. And when you do that, you'll figure it out. Trying not to do too much. That's what A-Rod did here. And as far as the mechanics, guys, you know me. I'm not a huge mechanical guy, though I love breaking down swings. Just look at what he's doing here. Okay, so he's striding, right? The ball's in the air. He's striding. Look at his knee. Look how it's not opening up. Not too soon, right? It doesn't start to open up until he actually starts the rotational aspect of his swing. Now look at his hips. His hips are what you see as the mechanism that's pulling his hands through the zone, and he's staying inside the baseball. One of the things that I try to really bring home to the players that I train personally on a one-on-one basis is the ability to drive the inside part of the baseball. So we talk hitting the inner half of the baseball. And a great way to do that, a great concept to adopt when you do that, is to drive your back elbow into your hip. We call that hitting off of our backside, hitting off of our back hip. When we drive our elbow into our back hip, we're allowing the ball to travel, allowing the ball to get deep, which gives us more time to react, which is what every hitter needs to be able to do. Secondly, he's hitting off of his stiff front leg. Look at his front half. It's not bent at point of contact. He's balanced. He's heel to toe, which you can argue about what's the best way to go about doing that. And then he's just driving through the baseball. This game, guys, I'm sure you've been told this, that it can be simple if you know what to focus on. A-Rod is a perfect example of a guy who's played for a very long time, who's going into the fall of his career, not trying to do too much, and just focusing on helping his team win. So I hope this makes sense for you guys. My mentor again says that if he could get you guys to do 4 things every single day, it's to walk up to the plate with confidence, with an attainable goal to hit the ball hard, attack the inside part of the baseball, and help your team win. A-Rod seems to be doing this, even though he's not putting up MVP-like numbers. He's getting the job done, which is really fun to see. So, hope this makes sense, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. If there's any other swings you want to see me do, and if I haven't done it already, you can check at artofbaseball.net. You can sign up to the free newsletter, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.